Hey, J. Daniel Woodstock with Woodstock Games, creator of the game Dice Fights. We currently have a campaign going on GameFound, a late pledge for that for our expansion of Dice Fights called Healer Steel. I have, for some reason, become the resident expert amongst all of my friends and acquaintances on tariffs. And they always want to know my opinion. How's tariffs going for you right now? What's going on with that? Is it affecting you? When is it going to affect you? All those things. So in this video, I'm going to try to point out everything that I know about it and how it's affecting a little tiny itty bitty business like my little micro business as far as tariffs go. So let's start with the beginning. What is a tariff? It's going around. It's highly politicized, and I'm not trying to like talk about politics here. I'm just going to tell you how it's going to maybe affect me personally and directly. So a tariff is essentially a tax that happens on all goods coming into the U.S. from other countries. So currently, right now, as far as the last time I looked at it, tariffs from China to the US was at about 54%, which means that if I paid, let's say, $10,000 for board games, my cost coming to the US, when it got to me, I would have to pay a little over $5,000 additional to get it into the country. So that would be $15,000. That is a huge extra expense that I think a lot of people may not be able to handle, especially because I'm kind of in a unique situation. I just ran a Kickstarter right now. It got funded. We are in the process of it getting manufactured. When we started this process, tariffs were at 10% from China, and I was like, that I could do that. That makes sense. And then pretty close after we funded, it got up to 20%, and just a couple days ago, we're now up to 54%. Now, the rough thing as a small business owner, there was a previous video I had talked about kind of like, is making board games profitable? The TLDR is it's not. It's a passion project. I want to get fun games in the hands of people for you all to enjoy it. So then adding a 50% up cost to it can make it really difficult, right? Because what they suggest to make any money at all, and I'm not really even hitting that to begin with, is whatever my cost is, I then want to charge 6 times that cost to cover all of my time and effort to producing the game. So let's put that down. If it cost me about $5 to make Dice Fights, I would then need to charge $30 to be quote unquote profitable, right? So now, and I'm already not doing that, right? It's $25 for a Dice Fights right now, and my cost is actually right around $6.50, right? So I'm already below that 6%, but yet again, I care more about getting the product to all of you, and hopefully you guys appreciate that, right? But now that $6.50 is now going to be turning into about $10 a game. So in reality, I should be charging about $60 for this little 2-player dice game, right? I don't think anyone wants to pay that, and maybe you do. And if you do, thank you guys. That's super awesome. And I think just the implications of that, it can really get out of hand slowly but surely. And you're going to see a lot of little indie board game people just stop putting games out there, because so you're only going to get the really big Monopoly, Catan, Ticket to Ride-esque games, which those have their place for sure. But I sure do love a nice indie board game because it's always so fresh and new. But I think unless you're ordering in the tens of thousands, you're really going to be seeing less indie publishers going through that. Now, what do I do now? I have already put a 50% payment on all of my games to be made. So it's about $20,000 total is what we are what our order was, and now we may be paying an extra $10,000 just to get that into the country. So how do I recover that cost? There's a lot of debate amongst board game designers on how to proceed with that, especially when you're mid-campaign and these things were very unpredicted. No one really saw it coming. So there's a couple different thought processes. There's other countries like the UK that have a thing called VAT tax, which is kind of like a tariff, but instead of all goods, it's I'm not from the UK. If you're from the UK, maybe you help me out there. But it's a tax on some goods when they enter, and when I ship internationally, I just pass that right on to the consumer, whatever the VAT tax would be. And so, should I just do that with the tariffs coming in now and just say, sorry, guys, that's just what it is? I think that's probably what should happen as a smart business person, but maybe I'm not a very smart business person to begin with because I'm making board games for fun and selling it. What do you guys think? You think that's the best way? Some people are thinking about just eating it, but as previously stated, that's a huge thing to eat, and it's already not a very profitable thing. So, uh, yeah, do you have any ideas on how to proceed with this? There's probably quite a few of you that have backed the campaign that are watching this that are maybe a little nervous about what will eventually happen. We are trying to hold our judgment because uh, we're a couple months away from being able to ship any games or getting to that point, and we just got an updated timeline from our manufacturer that said they're going to be done with production in July. And the way things have been going, a lot could change till July. So I'm trying not to get too worked up about it and make a decision too early. So if anyone has any ideas or feedback about what should happen with that, yet again, I'm not. Tariffs could be good, tariffs could be bad, but as a whole general outlook on things, but from a board game designer, micro business side of things, it's not looking great. And hopefully Woodstock Games can survive. I think according to my analytics, most everyone isn't watching right now. Almost no one's getting to this point in the video, and I guess maybe I'll show you some more like deeper concern. That this Woodstock Games is such a dream. It's, as to quote Gladiator, you fear to even say something above a whisper because it may disappear at any moment. And I hope that it won't. I hope Woodstock Games can survive through this. I hope that I can keep doing videos like this and get some fun games to the table for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you have come this far, you must be a true fan and believer of Woodstock Games, and I really appreciate you.